12 games, 8 wins, on the brink of Champions League football. Michael Carrick has done everything United asked of him, and yet the club still hasn't pulled the trigger. So today we need to ask the question that every United fan is debating right now. Does Michael Carrick deserve the job permanently? Or is United about to make the same mistake all over again? Now this debate is heating up in the media too. And there's a really interesting conversation happening around Carrick's future that you need to hear because the numbers don't lie. But United's history of these decisions does.
Someone who has been on duty for 12 matches at Manchester United is Michael Carrick. He's picked up 8 wins in that time, and they are on the brink of returning to the Champions League this season. But are they right to take things slow with him, or should they have pressed the button on a permanent appointment? Well, some of the reluctance is down to the fact that they appointed Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in similar circumstances a couple of years ago. But Michael Carrick has been talking about that in the last 24 hours.
I keep saying the same things in front of you every week. You know, there's only so much I can say in terms of that. But I've said it many times again. I enjoy being here. I love being here. It's a real privilege to be in the position I am. But thriving with the responsibility that we got.
Just on terms of the job long term, when it is brought up outside the walls of Carrington, sceptics kind of bring up Ole's time at the club in terms of comparisons to your term at the moment.
Became close, and in the end obviously it changed and it went a different direction. That's football. I think comparisons, you could compare to all sorts of different situations and managers and coaches and teams over the years. It just depends on what you want to choose to compare, but it's irrelevant really. It really is, and that's not a negative or a positive. It doesn't really have any link at all. I think we're a different team now, irrespective of me. Who's in charge. It's a different team, it's a different time, so I don't really think comparisons literally make any difference as well.
That's Michael Carrick speaking about the rumours linking him with the job full-time. Those have sort of changed over the last 24 hours, 48 hours. There's been some sort of chatter about the possibility that if a big-name, charismatic manager comes to the fore, then maybe they might change tack. I mean, he has been exactly what Manchester United have needed. And I spoke to him after the Chelsea game, and he said, quite forcefully actually, you know, if you look at the table from the moment I walked in the door to now, we would be top.
Yeah, well, he's right. And still the only team in the Premier League not to lose back-to-back games this season after Arsenal's defeat at the weekend. Obviously followed losing at home to Bournemouth. And we did the Fiery Friday podcast, which is out today. And my hot take this week was that if Michael Carrick was in situ at the start of the season, I think United will be part of the title race. I worked out 13 points that were lost under the previous manager.
What was his name?
We don't talk about him. And they would be up there with City and Arsenal. So on that basis, he can't have done much more, Michael Carrick. He's beaten both those teams. He's beaten Aston Villa, who were the team directly below them in the table. He's beaten Chelsea in a huge game last weekend to pretty much knock them out of the Champions League chase. He may well beat Liverpool at home next month. It's difficult not to make a case for giving him the job. Having said that, there are just one or two whispers that Sir Jim Ratcliffe would like do I say a sexier name, a bigger name?
The word that's being used is charismatic. I mean, if you ever met Michael, he's quite a charismatic guy to actually sit down and talk to. But it does feel as if sometimes you can get drawn into this need to have a big name when actually the solution could be just in front.
But Sam, if I was Manchester United, give him the job once they are guaranteed Champions League football. If that's 2 more wins, if that's 4 points, whatever it is, I would confirm Michael Carrick is the manager. And there's no need for Manchester United to give him a long 4 or 5 year deal.
Well, we
said it last week. Give him a 1 year deal, a 2 year deal, and say, like, this is the right thing now. We haven't rushed into it. He's done a great job. He's got us into the Champions League. Then, like you both said a couple of weeks ago, he can plan for pre-season. If he has the same pre-season, he can start planning.
But here's where I think it gets really interesting. The argument against Carrick isn't about his results. Nobody is questioning his results. The argument is about ceiling. Can he take United to the next level? Can he compete with Guardiola, Slot, Arteta over a full season? That's the real question. And honestly, nobody knows. Because United haven't given him the chance to show it. But here's what I do know. Every manager United have brought in since Sir Alex has had a ceiling too. And none of them came close to what Carrick has done in 12 games. The data says give him the job. The results say give him the job. The players say give him the job. The only thing standing in the way is United's obsession with the big name, the charismatic hire, the statement signing, and every single time they've chased that, it's ended in disaster. So United, for once, trust what's right in front of you. What do you think? Does Carrick deserve the job, or should United go for a bigger name? Drop it in the comments, and if you want to stay ahead of every United debate this season, hit subscribe. The conversation is just getting started.